Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Well, welcome back everyone to another Monster Jam OC review video. Today, we are taking a look at Case F of Hot Wheels Monster Trucks for 2020. And I will be honest, this is probably one of the best cases they've released so far. And I think my last favorite case, or at least one of the strongest cases since this case, was probably Case C. This case doesn't have like a ton of new things, but it does have 4. Out of those 4, 2 of them stand out as some of the best of the year. And these are some of the trucks that people have been looking for a long time, or looking forward to for a long time. And they're actually some of my favorite ones of the year too. So I'm very happy and content with this case. So today we're going to start with the first truck of this case, but first I want to show you guys the back of the card. We'll use the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to do so. This is Case F. Today we have Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, the first truck on the card in the new casting. Gutter Growler, Hot Wheels Racing number 1. It's just called Hot Wheels Racing now. I'm not sure why they changed the name, but Hot Wheels Racing, Operation Stomp, and then the 3 repeats of the case, Hissy Fit, Hound Holler, and Bone Shaker, the original style look. So these are the ones I mentioned when I'm critical. These, I feel like they're way over released. No one really cared for Hissy Fit much. It was a very big peg worm in my stores. Bone Shaker, they should change up something about Bone Shaker at least to make it different with that body. I get that it's one of their top trucks. It's actually in the real life tour, but it does get a little stale after a while. And Hound Holler is not the most attractive truck, so I'm not super happy with it because it's just not my style. But the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is definitely my favorite, actually probably, if not my favorite of the entire year. That's kind of hard to say because there's a couple other things coming out that I do like, but Oscar Mayer is the standout of the case, I would say, and second being Hot Wheels Racing 1. But we're going to actually start here with the Gutter Growler, a brand new concept for Hot Wheels monster trucks, and one that no one expected because it's a new concept. So here it is, the Gutter Growler, a white pickup truck. It's actually a matte paint job, so a flat clear coat. And the back of the card, here are the stats. The name is Gutter Growler. The truck type is pickup. The strength is getting down and dirty. The crash tech is sewer slam. And the motivation is to make sure the flow can go. All right, anyway, again, it's a sewer themed truck, so you have those kind of gross statistics. And then we have Hot Wheels Metro number 3 of 10. So let's get to unboxing it right now. Also, actually, before I do that, sorry, I want to mention the new card design. They've actually changed the box of the Hot Wheels monster trucks. The crushable car symbol is now at the top corner instead of this triangular thing they had going here. The render has been just inherently pushed down because of that. So the render is now kind of here instead. And it says new for 2020 here instead of cut off on the side. And also the Mattel logo has been added to the box actually, I think this has been a long time since this has happened. So it's a long time in the making for that to return to the box, but it's there again. And for some reason, all of the cards in this mix, and maybe that's just the design they chose, the Hot Wheels logo is cut off. I don't know what the obsession is with cutting off logos on their trucks and their designs, but they did cut off the logo on every single box that I can see. So I'm not sure why the design team does that, but it is cut off. So anyway, that's the card art. Here we go, Gutter Growler. And very simple opening. Here is the nameplate with some sewer, looks like, I would say, things that you would find in a sewer. Number 43 of 75, a orange recrushable car, or a actual crushable car, I mean. And it's one of the hard plastic ones, so that's pretty cool. And then here's the truck itself. So the graphics are blurry, but you can kind of make out what's going on here. You see there's the logo. It's a blue, watery color. And the Monster Trucks logo in white. We have some green splatter, some caution tape, Hot Wheels logo kind of covered up. We have some water, more green, and then some rats. So obviously in a sewer, there are some rats in there. And then we have the Hot Wheels City Sewer manhole cover right there. And you can see it's kind of half open. You can see the rats' eyes kind of peeking out, kind of looking at each other. And then some more splattering. Nothing on the front grille. Like I said, it is a matte clear coat. You usually don't see that happen with white paint trucks, so that's pretty interesting. It's a new take on a paint scheme. And then we have the roof here with the logo. The tailgate does not match up like most models they've produced, do not match perfectly. The wrapping at least doesn't match perfectly. So the caution tape's kind of cut off. But you can see it says sewer maintenance, Hot Wheels City Sewer, Gutter Growler, 2 more rats. I'm not sure what they're eating there. Something red, maybe an apple. Looks like an apple and a core. And then, yeah, so this same thing. They're eating an apple core this side. Is that a different side panel? Yeah, so it's a different split paint job, so it's different graphics on each side, I think. Yes, slightly. This side, this one's eating an apple, this side it's not. Kind of the same, but very close. Anyway, here you go. This is this side, some more apples, and then the Hot Wheels logo is obviously reversed, and then a dark green roll cage, emerald green beadlocks, and pearlescent white rims with the giant tires and a chrome chassis. So there's Gutter Growler, number 37 out of 75. It is number 1 of 5 of the brand new Stealth Smashers series by Hot Wheels. It is the Operation Stomp, so kind of like a, I guess, a hacker or a Matrix style truck. It's got a lot of the green, and then here's the back here. The name is Operation Stomp. The truck type is pickup. The strength is destructive focus. The crash tech is camel crush. And the motivation is to always complete the mission. So here it is, the Operation Stomp, number 1 of 5 of the Stealth Smashers. And here's the truck. Interesting choice of crush car color. I would have thought they would use green, but they used a blue van. And here is the actual logo. You can see the hexagonal, again, like codes inside of a computer. You would see that on like the Matrix movie or those kinds of things. And kind of an 8-bit style stomp logo with Operation. So interesting design. I actually really like this one. Very clean. It's also a matte clear coat. So that's 2 matte clear coats in this case. 1 black, 1 white pickup truck. So there they are. And then here's this side. So we can see the logo. A lot of the green. Unfortunately, due to the graphics quality and printing on a black painted truck, the quality is definitely lost. You can barely see the fine details. They're really lost on this truck, but you can kind of make some of them out. There's a Monster Trucks logo, Hot Wheels logo, the tailgate, Operation Stomp. This side looks different to me, so it's a slightly different color. The Hot Wheels Monster Trucks logo is definitely different, yeah. Definitely different on this side with more green. And then here's that. So you just got a lot of green tones to it. There's the roof with the Hot Wheels logo, more codes, and there's the hood. And then it has no grill printing. And it has a, as Hot Wheels would call it, an edge glow roll cage. So kind of a transparent green and a black chassis with a lime green beadlock and black rims. And then the normal tires. So there's Operation Stomp and a green windshield. Not a terrible truck. I do like the design. I like the idea. I hope to see more of these in the future. Again, 1 of 5 of this new Stealth Smasher series. So I'm interested to see what else they come up with for this specific series. So that's one of the better ones that they released so far this year. So there's Operation Stomp. And next up is the brand new Hot Wheels Racing number 1, or as I guess it's called now, just Hot Wheels Racing. It used to be called Hot Wheels Racing number 1 because there's 2 other versions of this kind of style truck. There's Hot Wheels Racing number 1, 2, and 3. Number 3 was released this year and last year with a red pickup truck. The number 2 was only released in 1/43rd scale, but last year we did receive on the real life circuit and in diecast form Hot Wheels Racing number 1. So this was that design, a white trophy truck, pearlescent body, kind of a simplistic design, but a lot of people liked it, and I agree it's not that bad. It's a pretty good, simple design, and it was run on the Bigfoot chassis, so they were using this from Team Bigfoot as they are nowadays with this brand new design. So for 2020, both Hot Wheels Racing 1 or now Hot Wheels Racing got a new design, and also V8 Bomber, if you guys remember from Case C, V8 Bomber got a green paint scheme from this year, or maybe Case B, I can't remember which one, but V8 Bomber used to be a silver paint scheme, and now it is a green, army green paint scheme. So pretty cool design for both of these new trucks here. So here it is, Hot Wheels Racing 1, or Hot Wheels Racing, I'm gonna have to call it Hot Wheels Racing, I can't stop saying number 1, but I'll try my best. Anyway, the name is Hot Wheels Racing, the truck type is pickup, the strength is tackle any obstacle, the crash tech is double dare crush, and the motivation is to always challenge the limits. So here we go. And I know this one was very highly anticipated this year. This is number 6 of 6 of the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Series subcompartment of this year, so that's pretty cool. Number 44 of 75. Here's the green crush car it comes with. And then we have the truck itself. So as I always say in my reviews for Hot Wheels, when they do have a nice paint scheme or paint color, I always compliment that, and definitely these rich blue colors that they always have had, almost a candy color that they use. They're just amazing. So this blue color is beautiful. Also the paint scheme, another really good truck. Nothing terrible about it. It does have number 1 still on the truck, so I'm not sure why they're calling it a different name, but they are changing the name from Hot Wheels Racing number 1 to just Hot Wheels Racing, but the 1 is still there. And then you can see a lot of pinstriping, the Hot Wheels logo, the racing, nothing on the front grille. Here's the hood, yellow windshield, pretty cool. There's the roof, the tailgate, and then this side. So Again, nothing different on each side. They're the same thing on both sides. I love the black roll cage, the chrome chassis. I do really like the white beadlocks with the black rims. And to compare it to its old counterpart, let me zoom out here. This is what it looks like. I think I like the new one much better. This one was almost way too simple for me, honestly. I think this one's a little more tuned up for the shows. I like the idea, and I like that it runs with the Bigfoot chassis. So there it is, Hot Wheels Racing for 2020, the replacement of Hot Wheels Racing #1 from 2019. And now we're on to my favorite truck of the case, and possibly my favorite truck of the entire year. This is awesome. It's actually one of my trucks I predicted will come out when they first started in 2018. I said they should definitely do the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. And the reason I say that is because I actually made a custom a couple years ago on a 1/64 scale small hub Wild Thing chassis out of a Hot Wheels car Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile. And you can see it's pretty different, obviously, to theirs. I took off the bottom part because it didn't look too good with the Hot Wheels wheel wells, but I did my best with what I had at the time, and it's just funny that this is now a real truck. So I've enjoyed seeing this truck come out, and I'm really happy that they did do it. They give it a little bit of an updated design from their original Hot Wheels casting. Obviously, you can see the old windshield, the old style, whatever you would call this in the middle here. They've actually shifted that over for the new casting. So this is the original one I built, and then we have now the actual real life one. I am really happy with it, so props to Hot Wheels for securing this one in the line. Now they need to do the Mr. Peanut, I think it's called the Nutmobile, one of those silly things. I think they're actually a partner of Oscar Mayer, so I'm pretty sure Hot Wheels will be able to secure that contract if they just reached out to them about it. That would be awesome to see both of those teammates side by side. So anyway, here's the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Here are the stats for it. The name obviously is Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. The truck type is a Wienermobile. The strength is the hottest dog. The crash tech is Wiener Roast, and the motivation is to grill the competition. Great stats, great truck. Let's open it up right now. And also I want to mention it's number 5 of 5 for the Fast Foodie series. So this will conclude this year's food themed trucks. So anyway, this truck is very proportionate. There is absolutely nothing I can complain about actually with this truck. Everything about it is perfect. They actually did a great, solid model. And that's hard for any diecast company to actually get perfectly done. In my opinion, at least, this is a very proportionate truck. Although you can't see out of the windshield if you were the actual driver. For what it is, an actual conversion from a Hot Wheels car, they did a fabulous job. Obviously, I've complained about their casting kind of switchovers from Hot Wheels to the Hot Wheels Monster Truck series a lot. Camaro specifically, I absolutely hate the Camaro. Terrible job with that one. But the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is a perfect example of time and effort going into a model conversion. They did the sides up correctly, they did the wheel wells correctly, the body sits perfectly on the roll cage, and yeah, nothing to complain about. It's a solid model. I recommend buying it for sure. I love the chrome rims. I like that they use them very minimally now. It adds so much depth to the truck itself. It's a very flashy truck, and the chrome rims really bring that out. The bun here, I love the bite marks out of the bun for the wheel wells. Very nice detail and choice. I love small details, and that's definitely something that caught my eye immediately. The Monster Trucks and Hot Wheels logo are also very clear. Great work on those. The one thing I would like to see in the future, not with this model, but a future Oscar Mayer model, would be to have no actual decals on here for the mustard and ketchup. I think that we should get a normal one at least sometime in the future. Also, I think they did a chrome Oscar Mayer Wienermobile for the Hot Wheels series whenever they were doing those, and that would be pretty cool to see too, a chrome version of that on the Monster Truck chassis. There are the taillights. They did do taillights. They did a grille printing as well. So again, they hit all the major points that I usually hit them on. So they got the front grille. It actually looks like it's smiling like the real car. It has headlights, turn signals, a mouth, the grille or the mouth. And then the casting itself is a beautiful casting. Solid again, it's a big casting for the Monster Truck conversion. There is a windshield with the 2 windows. The again, I'm not sure what you would call this. I think it's maybe I don't even know what to call this thing. Whatever this thing is that covers this portion of the hot dog, they got that there. The Oscar Mayer logo. And then a cool little thing that Brendan Vintusky mentioned on his forum post when he posted this truck is that they actually casted only one door, the passenger side door, because the real life truck does not have a driver's side door. I like that they're actually paying attention to details like that. They did not cast false details, so that's a really cool thing. And yeah, this is just a solid model. I'm extremely happy with it. I'm just thrilled that they made this truck into a monster truck, or this car into a monster truck, and it is one of my favorites, again, if not my favorite of the year. But we'll see. I think Will Trash It All, the trash truck, garbage truck, monster truck is going to be one of my favorites as well. But this is just, it's always been one of my favorite cars. It's always been one of my favorite concepts. So we'll see what happens at the end of the year. But right now we're only starting the year. So there it is, Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Also Operation Stomp, the Gutter Growler, and Hot Wheels Racing for 2020. So that has been the Case F review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about these Hot Wheels monster trucks in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Also, shout out to Bernie Rubber Toy Company for supplying Hot Wheels Racing 1, Operation Stomp, and Gutter Growler. I forgot to mention that earlier. Thank you, Paul and Katie. You guys are awesome. If you guys want to buy some of these trucks from them, I will link their eBay in the description below. So check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Reiner, Monster OCD, signing out.